Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monica, aka Mona Lisa, and I'm an illustrator and comic writer. And this is my series called Comic Book Diaries, where I'm documenting my process on my up-and-coming comic book that I'm trying to develop to come this fall. If you haven't already, please comment below, subscribe, and hit the like button. It really helps support this channel and grow as I'm trying to develop and document more of this journey that I'm going on. To recap, coming off from last episode, I am finally ready to tell what's been going on. I want to preface that it's not necessarily like a big deal in the big overall spectrum of things, but it is something that meant a lot to me, and I know it's not the end of the world. So I didn't get into New York Comic Con, and I've been officially waitlisted. This really took a toll on me emotionally and mentally, in the sense that I was going off from 4 years of being waitlisted and finally getting into it last year. I knew that a lot of artists there have been going there for some time, and it's really hard to get in because most people that get accepted just continue to do it just because it's one of the most successful comic conventions in the States. Just personally from my own experience, I haven't gotten to San Diego Comic Con, so I'm just speaking on terms of the few comic conventions that I've actually been at. New York was one of my most successful comic convention where I actually made 4 figures, and that was the first time ever achieving that goal. Shout out to the community out there who were interested in supporting more either women or Latino-owned comic books, original comics. And that's kind of been why I was so successful there, because I was a little bit different. I had something really special where I was doing a comic book that was based on Mexican mythology, and then also being super witchy in a sense that there was a little bit sense of magic, astrology. This comic book has been something that I've been trying to develop, but it was other reasons to keep putting on pause and delaying it. After coming back from New York Comic Con last year, people were really asking when would the next one launch. And so I made a promise to myself that I will launch it this year in October, specifically at New York Comic Con. Granted, if I got into it. Now that I've gotten the news, I'm just thinking, what the actual do I do now? I don't own an online shop, but I know that's something that I should consider seriously, because I've gotten a few questions before at these conventions if I have an online shop. And I think for me, a lot of it has to do is a little burnt out. I don't know if I have the capacity to really market online. I know that's what people drive sales. I'm still kind of growing just in general my online presence, especially with doing this YouTube channel. I was wanting for sure to like get into the nitty-gritty of it and do my best and post more. I'm trying to do things that are achievable, try to post a couple times a week, or reuse some of the content that I'm filming on this YouTube channel to see where it could go. So now what is next? Originally, I was thinking I should just loosen up the deadline a little bit for this comic book, and then I felt like it wouldn't do it disservice because I had this big goal, and I feel like I'm gonna let this little goal down because I started this idea in 2021, and for me to push back and delay it even further just because I didn't get into New York shouldn't be the reason why. I decided that it will try to be out in October, but my resolution for it is I need to do some research on what is the best method to launch it. I want to go all out on the marketing for it. I really want to push more into getting the story out there. So first things first, scrambled. Sorry if it's all over the place, but first things first is I want to brainstorm marketing ideas for this. How to get the story out there, how to create some buzz for the launch. I don't have an exact launch date, but it is going to be in October. That's the one goal that I still want to obtain. Not necessarily the first week of October, what I initially planned, but October it is. Second thing is I will now take this opportunity to not overwhelm myself with manufacturing it, hoping to have a little bit of wiggle room, and I want to hire someone to be my Spanish editor. I do know Spanish. It is my first language, but I am really, really weak when it comes to it. I'm not as confident in really speaking, even so like writing a book in Spanish is really intimidating for me, and I want to give somebody from the community an opportunity to get paid for this position and be a part of it in any way. Wrapping it up put a lot of pressure on top of me in terms of other things that really need to take account. I am brainstorming ideas again on like what I can do to make this an opportunity to still be a successful launch. Going to be looking into more crowdfunding, what platform to do that on. People to see what gravitates them to the artist alley, if they like original art or if they don't. If they like original art, what makes them gravitate towards them? And of course, more questions in depth about the display and if it matters to them, and if so, what about it do they like? And maybe we'll run into some Artist Alley friends. I'm excited. And yeah, and I'm here with my friend Claudia. So we're so excited to see what's in. So stay tuned. So San Diego Comic-Con is a 4-day convention that holds over 135,000 people attending. It's in downtown San Diego, where the entire area near Gas Lab is kind of shut down, usually to have people walking on the streets. In the past, they've always hosted free activation events. This year, I only went for a single day since I have a professional badge, and if you don't know, if you're creative in the field, particularly in the arts and comic book, you're allowed to obtain a free badge. You just have to submit your credentials and then wait to get approved. This gives you the opportunity to go to actually Comic-Con for free. I had the opportunity to just go for one day. Like I said, my friend Claudia tagged along with me, so her and I had the same intent of how to upgame our booth, try to find new connections, and just have fun. It's always super packed in there, no matter what. Even just being on the Thursday, it was really hard to maneuver in some of the aisles, trying to make the most of it. I didn't have a particular artist or writer that I was looking for. I think I was just going all in on enjoying and seeing what's new and hopefully talking to people. But in the midst of the opportunity, I wasn't able to really actually talk to any of my artist friends. The convention again was so packed, and I didn't want them to distract them from making a sale. Going into Artist Alley, I was just kind of trying to see what inspiration I can gather. San Diego does not really have a big Artist Alley section. Usually I feel like it's around 100 people. In this case as well, the table for the Artist Alley is 4 feet. Usually it's 6 feet, and if you're lucky, there's some conventions that have 8 feet, but this one was 4 feet, so it's kind of interesting to see artists come up with creative ways on how to display their stuff with such limited space. Just a disclaimer, like some of these artists that I actually shot a full view of their table, I asked for permission, and everyone was so great and said yes. And I also bought from those individuals, so it's not like I was going up to them and shooting and then like running away. I think I'm still just gonna go there for as much as I can with my professional pass. Hopefully one year I actually get to be selling my comics here. That would be a great opportunity. Unfortunately, I didn't get to interview much people as I intended to. It was a little bit nerve-wracking because most people here were in the large group. It was a little intimidating to kind of think of like interviewing everyone all at once. I was really trying my best to aim for people that were either solo or at least like with this new security I think they had since last year, you can't stand anywhere. Not even in the hallway, not even near the entrance, not even circling around Artist Alley unless you're right there up at a table booth and looking at stuff. It made things even more difficult. Not to be like a totally Debbie Downer or anything, but you know, I still got 2 interviews in place. One of my friends, Claudia, I wanted to see from an artist perspective. She owns her own stationery business, and she herself also does vending at events, and I wanted to get her insight, both because she knows what it's like to be on the business side of front, but also on the consumer side. Tell me your name.
My name is Claudia Ramos.
And have you been video Comic-Con before?
Yes, I've been here. I think this is like my fourth or fifth time, but I think
And what do you love? What do you come here for exactly?
I come here for inspiration. I and also seeing what's in the trending, and also seeing what's new from when it comes to artists in the artist alley. I love seeing the creativity and maybe something that I haven't seen. Just to kind of get me inspired.
And speaking of artist alleys, do you love going to those in general?
Yes, I do love going to artist alley. Today I came with my friend Monica, and I was just paying attention to like the way the artist alley is set up, and I just love how all the artists are so different. So I always like coming to the artist alley.
And does the display matter to you? Like when you walk, obviously when you go to the artist alley, especially if you're studying Comic Con, it's really hard to navigate through the aisle. So what is it about an artist booth that makes it pop out for you? Is it the art or the display?
I think for me, I really like colors that are very bright. So I think it all comes down to like depending on the person, the artist that you are, like the type of art that you like. So for me, what catches my eye if it's colorful, and also an easy way to see it is the way it's displayed. If it's like on the top, where I can see them from far, because everybody's walking fast, and then like when everybody's trying to see like that in the bottom, and you can't. So I feel like when you have art on the top, it's more easy to go like, okay, this artist likes this type of colors or this type of illustrations. Let me go check it out.
And what colors do you like? You like bright colors?
Yes, I love bright colors, like bright pink and like blue, like just very bright color, like fuchsia. So I think those are the colors that attract me. And also, like I love like when they do the black light. So like when you see like colors all neon and like coming up like bright, I love that, catches my eye.
And do you go to an artist alley booth based on fan art, or do you ever buy original?
Oh my goodness, you're asking me a question that is always a debate. Me and my daughter, we debate on this a lot. Okay, so I respect everybody that does fan art. I really respect that. But to me, as a business owner that has her own art, creates her own business, an IP, I guess you can call it, I'm very sensitive to that, where I see other artists creating art from other artists, IP. But like I said, I respect everybody, but it's just what's it called, my preference. I'd rather see somebody that can create an art on and creativity on their own without. I know everybody gets inspired by every other artist, but I'm just saying, like, I love seeing like when somebody does their own type of character and style. But again, I respect anybody that does what's it called, fan art. But it's just like, it's just me. I rather see somebody like that does their own art and see, and I ask questions like, oh, why did you create this character? What's the story behind it? Because it's like in the future that may be an IP that I might see in like in cartoons or in comic books or something. That's just me.
So when you look at original work, what makes you gravitate towards it?
So for me, I guess one thing is definitely I love cute art. Everything that's cutesy. But also too, being a Latina, I love seeing also Latina artists here and more in San Diego Comic Con, because it's really hard to see a lot of people of color here. And if you do, it's good to go support them and show that you actually are seeing, because there's a lot of artists that are people of color that have amazing characters. It's just that it's really hard to see when you're amongst other characters that are not, other people that are not brown like us. So definitely anything that's cute or just like hand drawn, and of course also too digital. So yeah, I like everything.
If you could please tell me your name.
Jason.
And how long have you been going to San Diego Comic Con?
Probably try to go every year since before COVID. So over 2020.
Yeah. And do you like going to the artist alley by any chance?
Yeah.
And what makes you go to an artist alley?
There's a couple artists that we can follow, so I'll hit their booths first.
Uh-huh.
And then it's also fun just to like walk through the different aisles to see like what's new, or like, because I'm more for X-Men and Marvel, so I'll kind of go through and see like what's new, what that.
And sorry, because I got when you go to an artist alley booth and you are walking by, obviously it's super crowded. Is there something that makes you gravitate towards going to the booth? Is it a fan art, or is it the display, or both?
I would say it's the art that catches my eye. So I'll just be shuffling through, kind of like do my way through, and then if I see like Magneto or something like Marvel, I'll kind of make my way over, kind of learn about the artist, figure out if there are one or two pieces that I really like, maybe pick up one. That's how I, yeah, that's kind of how I do shopping through Artist Alley.
And by any chance, does the booth matter to you? Like the way they display the thing?
No. For me, usually it's just the artwork.
Yeah.
Like if I can see artwork and I like its style or hairstyle, I'll usually go with it. And I usually look at the artwork first, and then the booth, like how it's set up, it's like second.
Yeah. And then one last question. Do you by any chance buy original artwork? And if so, what is it about the original work that you like?
I bought in a couple of different ones. And it's usually just with the artist style that catches my eye. And if it's like a smaller, like local artist, I'll tend to support them more than like buying a pair of they can change. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you so much.
I did buy some stuff from there, and I think before Anime Expo, I kind of kept hearing about Love in Deep Space, and when I saw the booth at Anime Expo, I was like, okay, I kind of need to check this game out, and it's been low-key my guilty pleasure. Ever since I heard the New York Comic Con news, I needed something lighthearted to get my mind off of it, so I've been playing this game, bought a few things from Artist Alley to kind of just fulfill that happy void. Wanted to share what I got at San Diego Comic-Con. So this is a little mini haul of everything that I got. First wasn't a purchase, but it came with our badge. It was a free Comic-Con pin. It's really cool. I don't think the years that I've gone, I've ever received a free pin if they had it in the previous year. I totally didn't know about it. First is this purchase I made from her. The artist's name is Sarah Kippen, and it's this really cute washi tape that's foil, and it has cute little cupids on it. So cute. I thought it was a really cool, interesting way of treatment on a washi tape. And with the purchase, it came with a free ribbon sticker. And this is what I was mentioning before at a couple episodes ago, where I was curious on how to make this, and I love the intricate detail that it has. I didn't put it on my badge, which I will end up putting it. Next, it's from this artist called Guayaba Mart. It's a cute little stationery apparel home goods. When I saw these like Pokemons, but like almost like Loteria, the Mexican game, in a like fun new spinoff. And this one is Squirtle, and it says El Tóxico, which is the toxic. I thought it was super funny. It made me so happy. And actually Claudia bought this for me. We were laughing a lot at the booth. Next, since I'm freelance, I thought this was really cute. The artist had it in a t-shirt, and I asked her if she had him in a print or sticker, only because I myself am freelance and I like that it says freelance magical villain. They had two versions, which is freelance magical villain, and this one, the freelance magical girl. Both are so stinking cute. I really love the artwork and wanted to support and buy both of them. I have from this artist, and I apologize for saying your name wrong, Boxer Bun, I think. Wait, Boxer Bun is their name, and Aquiboni is their handles. Super cute business card. I got this print I initially was attracted to, and the packaging is really cute. And it came with the free sticker with this mini print. It's Devil's Tongue Diner. So cute. The sticker, if I could get it out, it's like cute little meal of a breakfast, but in a cute, creepy way. And I also bought from them is this really cute sticker sheet. So freaking cute. I just love the treatment, and it's so fun. Like I said, I was on my mission to get Love in Deep Space fan art. This is Silas, and it's a really cute photo card. The artist's name is Annie Lee Draws. I thought she threw in a business card, but I can't find it. So I love that the back has the line art sketch of it. I also got this Xavier, the Dark Prince illustration. I didn't notice at first, but I'm glad I asked her, who was this? Was this a fan art or original work? And she said, it's actually Valko from Love in Deep Space, which I'm so glad I asked, because I'm not too known on a lot of like games or anime. And then last but not least, I got this Caliph from Love and Dupe Space print. And it's really cool because it's has this glittery treatment and it's super hefty. I had the artist sign it. My apologies, I forgot to grab like a business card for her, but I've seen her at conventions, and if I could try to find it, I'll put the handle on the screen. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. Just a small little haul of everything. That concludes little quick recap from Artist Alley. I definitely got really inspired on some of the booth, the way it's very themed, and that's kind of what I want to do. I am planning to lock it down on Thursday and really redo my Artist Alley booth. So I am gonna go to a cafe and kind of lock it down on what I should do. Hopefully I'll share it in my next vlog. In terms of comic, I am a couple pages behind on inking. I'm not too overwhelmed because this week is my last week of inking. The last pages that I was initially set to do are actually has nothing to do with the story. So it's a author's note, and I'm gonna share some visual development. I'm gonna do the pages that I'm pending and do a few a day just to get ahead of the schedule so I could still have my buffer days this coming week and work on landscape. I need to finish figuring out if gouache landscape will be a better fit for me than digital landscape, meaning if I'm gonna do something physically or digital. As far as any challenges, nothing of the sort, just behind on wrapping up my pages, pushing through the guilt of not getting into New York Comic Con. Not much else to recap there. I just want to say, disclaimer, like in no way am I trying to be like, poor me, I didn't get into this convention, when it's clearly not the end of the world. And this is a really, really, really great convention to get into. All the artists that got into, I know they're freaking top layered. Like they're amazing. And I'm so rooting for artists who are just trying to create a little happiness and joy in life that is also human and made art, not AI art. We don't support that in this channel. And as far as anything else, I don't have much news. Next few weeks, I will now be locking it down. With the schedule that I had implemented, I will be doing 2 pages of coloring per day, no breaks. So wish me luck. To quickly end it, I just want to say that if you are an artist yourself who is experiencing rejection, do one little thing a day to make you happy. And that's kind of what I've been doing. Really small, that makes you happy. I've been trying to upkeep that, as well as go exercising again, doing as much walk as I can in LA. It's a little bit hot right now to do that. It's only going to get better. And that's kind of what I have to remind myself. That being said, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the like button. I also post on social media, TikTok, Instagram at Mona Lisa Draws. I have a Patreon and a coffee that kind of helps support not only the channel, but to kind of fund the comic book itself. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much and have a good one. Bye.